Welcome everyone. It was a warm, breezy afternoon in the crowded streets of Lahore. The sun hung low, casting long shadows on the uneven pavements. Amid the bustle of street vendors calling out, rickshaw bells ringing, and children running around chasing pigeons, a young boy named Arham wandered through the market, clutching his meager 10 rupees tightly in his palm. Arham was just 12, but life had already taught him lessons far beyond his age. His father had passed away 2 years ago, and his mother worked long hours at a small tailoring shop. Money was always tight. Every rupee matters. That day, Arham had saved 10 rupees from the small allowance his mother managed to give him after buying essentials for the week. He was hungry, but not just for food. He was hungry for some hope, for some joy in a life that often felt gray and relentless. He wandered past shops filled with colorful clothes, shiny shoes, and tempting sweets. Yet, his stomach grew, reminding him that he hadn't eaten since morning. His eyes landed on a small street-side vendor selling sandwiches. The aroma of freshly baked bread, combined with the sizzling vegetables and spices, was irresistible. He hesitated. The sandwich costs exactly 10 rupees, the very money he had been saving. Should I buy it, he thought, or should I save it for tomorrow? But hunger won over hesitation. He approached the vendor, a kind-looking old man with spectacles sliding down his nose. "Ek sandwich Dina, uncle," Arham said softly, handing over his precious 10 rupees. The old man smiled, preparing the sandwich with care. As he handed it to Arham, he noticed the boy's tired eyes and small frame. "Beta, ye zyada ke akaro," he said gently. "You must eat well to grow strong." Arham smiled shyly, nodding. He walked a few steps away, found a quiet corner near a fountain, and unwrapped the sandwich. The first bite was magical. The bread was soft, the filling spicy but flavorful, and the warmth of the meal spread through him like sunlight. For a few minutes, the world seemed perfect. He forgot his worries, his empty stomach, and even the hardships waiting at home. Just as he was about to take another bite, a small voice interrupted him. "Bhaiya, can I have some?" Arham looked up. A little girl, no older than 6, stood before him. Her clothes were torn, and she held an empty tin cup in her tiny hands. Hunger was evident in her eyes, but so was fear. Arham's twisted heart. He remembered the days he had gone without food, the ache in his belly, and the tears he had tried to hide from his mother. He looked at his sandwich. There was barely half left. Hesitation flickered in his mind, but only for a moment. He broke the sandwich in half and handed one part to the girl. "Ye lo," he said softly. "Eat it." The girl's eyes lit up. She took the sandwich carefully, almost as if it were a treasure, and ran off to sit on the steps nearby. Arham watched her, feeling a strange warmth in his chest, a mixture of pride, joy, and something he couldn't quite name. He continued eating his half, savoring every bite, but now each mouthful carried a deeper meaning. It wasn't just food, it was a small act of kindness, a connection with another human being, a lesson he would never forget. As he finished the sandwich, he felt a tap on his shoulder. The old vendor was smiling at him. "Beta, you did the right thing," he said. "Not many share what they have. You just did something very special." Arham looked up, puzzled. "Special? Yes," the vendor replied. "One small act of kindness can change the world in ways you cannot see. You gave half of your sandwich to someone who needed it more than you did. That is courage, empathy, and love all in one." Arham walked home that day with an unusual lightness in his heart. He still had 10 rupees in his pocket the next day, but the real wealth he had gained was something far greater, understanding that helping others, even in small ways, created a ripple effect. Weeks passed. Arham continued his small acts of kindness, sharing what little he had with neighbors, classmates, and anyone in need. His heart grew bigger, and strangely, opportunities began to appear. A kind teacher noticed his compassion and offered to help him with school supplies. The sandwich vendor, impressed with Arham's integrity, allowed him to help at his chaho. Main is story ke liye YouTube-friendly short segments, voiceover script version, aur SEO ready description bhi bana doon jo directly upload ke liye ready ho. Kya main wo bhi create kar doon.